Have you ever felt your heart race during a tough conversation? Your palms get sweaty, your stomach twists, and suddenly, everything feels overwhelming. Stress. It's a word we throw around a lot. But what actually happens to your body when you're stressed? Let's dive into the science behind stress and why it's not always a bad thing.
Stress starts in the brain, more specifically in the amygdala. That's the part of your brain that processes emotions and detects danger. When your amygdala senses a threat, whether it's a lion chasing you or a passive-aggressive email from your boss, it sends a distress signal to the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is like your body's command center. It communicates with the rest of your body through the autonomic nervous system, which has two parts, the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. During stress, the sympathetic nervous system takes over. Think of it as your internal alarm system. Your adrenal glands, located just above your kidneys, receive the message, and in response, they release a flood of hormones. The most famous of these, adrenaline and cortisol, the stress response. Adrenaline is your body's immediate reaction. Your heart rate spikes, your breathing quickens, your pupils dilate to take in more light, and your muscles tense, preparing you to fight or run. This is known as the fight or flight response. It's fast, instinctual, and hardwired into our biology. Then comes cortisol, the primary stress hormone. It works a bit more slowly, but it plays a critical role. Cortisol increases the amount of glucose in your bloodstream, giving your body the fuel it needs to respond to the threat. It also suppresses non-essential functions. Digestion slows down, reproductive systems pause, and your immune response is dialed back. Your body is focusing on one thing only: survival. Short-term versus long-term. In small doses, this response can be life-saving. A little bit of stress sharpens your senses, boosts your energy, and can even improve performance. But here's the problem. Your brain doesn't always know the difference between real danger and everyday stressors, like deadlines, bills, social pressure, or even doom scrolling on your phone. If your body stays in this fight or flight mode for too long, it becomes chronic. And chronic stress is where things start to break down. The cost of chronic stress, prolonged exposure to cortisol and adrenaline, can wear your body out. It weakens your immune system, making you more vulnerable to illness. It disrupts digestion, leading to problems like ulcers or irritable bowel syndrome. It increases the risk of cardiovascular disease because your heart is working overtime. And it can even impair memory and concentration by affecting the hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for learning. Over time, chronic stress can also lead to anxiety, depression, sleep disorders, and burnout. In short, your body isn't built to be in constant survival mode. Stress and the modern world. Thousands of years ago, stress helped our ancestors survive wild predators and dangerous environments. Today, the threats are different, but our biology hasn't changed. Your body reacts to a Zoom call the same way it would to a saber-toothed tiger. It pumps hormones, increases heart rate, and prepares for battle. But we can't run away from a meeting. We can't fight traffic. So that energy has nowhere to go, and it builds up inside us. That's why learning to manage stress is so important, because it's not about avoiding stress altogether. It's about helping your body come back to balance, how to reset. So what can you do? Here are a few science-backed ways to calm your nervous system. 1. Deep breathing. Slows your heart rate and activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. 2. Physical activity. Exercise helps metabolize stress hormones and releases endorphins, your body's natural mood boosters. 3. Sleep. Good sleep helps regulate cortisol levels and gives your brain time to repair. 4. Mindfulness and meditation. These help train your brain to respond to stress more calmly. 5. Social connection. Talking with a friend, a loved one, even a pet, can lower stress levels and make you feel safer.
Stress is a part of life, but it doesn't have to control your life. Your body is constantly working to protect you, to keep you safe. The more you understand how it works, the better you can work with it instead of against it. So the next time your heart races or your stomach knots, pause. Take a breath. You're not broken, you're just human. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a like. And maybe share it with someone who needs a little calm in their day. See you next time.